Yeah, because the war was over after they dropped the bombs. It was like, what, 2 weeks after that or something?
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was over with.
Yeah.
So anyway, and that's the place on the VJ3 that had the little Culver cadets.
Oh.
And the little airplanes.
Yeah, nice. Nice. The little trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I got to take care of those. And
did you really?
Take them out over and fly them over the...
You could actually fly them?
Huh?
You actually got to fly them?
No.
No,
they were radio controlled.
Oh, those.
That's the start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of radio controlled
yeah.
airplanes.
Yeah.
The start.
So you worked on them?
Yeah.
What kind of motors did they have?
Just little putters.
Little gas?
Oh, yeah.
One-cylinder gas motor or something?
They were...
Were they like
one
one?
or two? I think there were two.
Were they?
I'm not sure. But they were...
Four-stroke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Little horizontal.
Oh, were they?
Opposed, as I recall. And anyway, they were light.
Were they?
And they were fabric.
Yeah. Did you just work on the motors, or did you work on the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you had to recover them if the fabric got
whatever,
ripped?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd had experience. No, I hadn't had any experience with fabric because I didn't get that till after the war, and I come back and got my license. That's when I had to learn to cover airplanes with fabric.
Oh, really?
So we just patch them up.
Okay.
Put a patch on them.
Now, what kind of... They had servos, so they had radio gear in them with servos and the whole works?
Yeah. Very crude.
Oh, I bet it was.
Deal.
I bet it was.
But it was a start.
Yeah.
And so anyway,
that would be interesting.
A pilot flying alongside in a Beechcraft, twin-engine Beech.
Right.
They'd both take off together, and he'd have the box, just like your little box, and he'd,
give it the gun and
he'd control it.
Right.
And like I say, it was crude, but get it off the ground.
Right.
And that was his main duty: is get it off the ground and head it towards the fleet.
Yeah.
And the fleet was not that far away because it didn't have all that much gas to go very far. So the fleet was working, around that area, and they'd just get it out to the fleet there and get some altitude, and then they would turn it over to another pilot that took control now, that had the same
on the ship
box.
On the ship?
No.
Oh.
On an SB-2C Helldiver.
Oh.
The big old Helldivers.
Oh yeah.
And the Helldiver would dive, and the operator in the back, he was operating the stick and the culver, and they'd dive on the ship and come over the ship, and he was flying it over the ship, and they'd try to shoot it down.
Ah.
See, they were getting practice.
They didn't shoot many of them down, did they?
No, not really. Well, it's small. See?
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
It wasn't that big.
Did the dive bomber ever get shot at?
Well, I don't know, because I never rode in that one.
That'd be scary.
Yeah.
Well, you told me when they tow the
oh yes, I rode in that.
Shoot at the airplane or anything, huh?
Yeah, that could be hairy.
Oh boy.
Because you'd see flak busting around the airplane, and it's not supposed to be.
No. So they'd shoot at the culver, and if they shot it down, then it was gone.
Yeah, then we did.
And if they didn't, would they try to fly it back?
Oh yeah. As long as it'd fly, well, they'd fly it back.
And they'd land it back where you were at?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, that must
if
have
they
been
could.
Yeah.
If not, why wipe it out?
Yeah.
Because we had several.
Did you?
A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And there more coming.
So that's all you worked on for a while, huh?
Yeah. Because I was there, and of course the war was over. And my buddy Carlos and I, we'd go down and swim every day. And boy, it was a nice. Tinian was nice.
Was it?
Beach.
Was it? Yeah.
Warm. I got a picture of him and I, and we were both black.
No way.
I mean,
really?
Both looked like we were
natives, huh?
Natives, yeah, something else. And then they let me know that I hit in a category that I could get out. And
but they really wanted you still, though.
Yeah. I could also stay in.
Yeah.
They would like for me to stay in. So, and that's where they offered me some pretty good ups on the thing.
Sure.
And but I decided, I better get home with Mom, and
she needed some help. Huh?
Oh yeah, she did. And so I that was the end of my
That's
naval
it.
career.
That's it. So
Yep.
they shipped you back to San Diego?
I took from Saipan,
Mhm.
which is just across from Tinian.
Right.
From Saipan, there was a destroyer, and I just won. You know, there wasn't bunchos going back, just
Right.
one.
Right.
And so I got on that destroyer,
Mhm.
and that's before they started flying everybody around. I was just a seaman,
Sure,
you know,
sure.
and when I got home, who cares?
Yeah.
And so the destroyer went down, and the first thing we got into was the typhoon
Oh, geez.
that hit Hawaii and so
Oh,
on.
yeah.
And so we went real far south to try to keep out of it,
Mhm.
and then swung around and come back
Mhm.
by Hawaii, which was real rough weather.
Was it?
And that destroyer was just
Ooh.
like that.
And
all
you
the
were
time.
green, I bet.
And the ship's company was also green.
All green.
I wasn't alone,
Oh, really?
but I was green.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat for, it was almost a month that I was on that
Wow.
going back.
Wow.
Because they took such a big wide turn and whatnot
Mm.
to get back. Went real far south. And ended up, and when I ended up, I was 120 some pounds. I'd lost a lot of weight.
Man.
And I didn't smoke anything anymore.
Yeah.
And on the ship, I ate crackers
Mhm.
and water for almost a month.
Oh.
Because every time I go down to the mess hall,
Mhm.
it'd make you
smell
sick.
it? Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
Just the smell of it
Yeah.
got to you.
Yeah.
And so I just ate basically crackers and water.
Wow. For a month.
Yeah. And I had to do duty
Oh, did you?
down
Yeah.
in the pump room.
Sure.
And so sometime I was night
Mm-hmm.
duty, and
Right.
uh,
So what, were you a wiper or something down there, or a greaser? Or
no,
what?
just you just stay there and make sure those pumps are running.
Oh, okay. Just
And
stand watch on it.
Yeah, stand and watch on those pumps,
Mhm.
and that was it.
Mm.
And for a month,
Mm.
got off